turn up, turn up, turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today in the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Steelers going up against the Jets. With that, we're off to the Meadowlands in a frigid MetLife Stadium, where we check in with Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Brissett. And Anderson's got it. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's Brissett. He's got Lewis. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go to the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for the Jets. 54 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. First carry for Chris Ivory. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A talented back that will help lead this offense today, Chris Ivory.
Love Chris Ivory. He's a guy who's battled and earned his way in this league and forces defenders to wear extra pads when they try to play against him.
Here we go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And in this weather, and I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they'll wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going. But that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through this. Caught
by Marshall. He's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now it's Barner. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
First down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 3 yards to go on second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Bell, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football. On second down, Roethlisberger.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marcus Wheaton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Flex round, flex round. Let's go, let's go. Flex round. 1, 9, Ohio. Flex round, flex round.
Brissett. And this complete to Thomas Duarte. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Double tight, double tight. Ohio, Ohio. Come on. Ohio, Ohio. Let's go. 1,
Here's Brissett. Finding time. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB.
Let's go.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He gets it here to Peake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Come on, let's go.
They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Here we go. Ohio. Here we go. Brand 38.
And the wideout in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! White 90!
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio! He's crashing. He's checking. Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first down carry by Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Second down following the run. And the D looking like they may blitz. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come out here in the eye. On first down, this is Ivory. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Ivory with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
And he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more of the AFC Championship. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bryant spread out to the right. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Brissett. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 26 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Jets first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Brissett. And Anderson's got it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's a first down for the Jets.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep. Caught by Marshall. He's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
One receiver right, that's Brown. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short after the incompletion.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Now it's Barner. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. They'll come out in the pistol. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
This is fielded at the 7. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets take possession. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
For the big tight end. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go. Ohio. Here we go.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Ohio. Back round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Check three.
The play clock's running down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. Brand 38.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Flex round. Ohio.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and now it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hillman. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Derek Johnson, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And New York set to take the field, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Brissett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. A gain of 3, second down. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
Hey. Here we go. What? Ohio. Flex round.
Halfback sent in motion. Here's Brissett. And Anderson's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Well, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They go back to the ground attack here. It's Ivory. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Second down following the incompletion. One receiver right, that's Brown.
Here we go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Green's got it over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ladarius Green hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Come on, not fair.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Again, Ivory. And he's brought down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it up to Ivory. And he'll take this one down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Eight yards to go here on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Toss. This is Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, they run. Again, it's Ivory. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
When you're sitting around with your friends, Chris Ivory's name may not come up in the initial conversation. We talk about the best runners in the NFL. But it shouldn't take that long to get to him. He really is a heck of a player. Boy, what he's doing in this game shows you exactly why he should be considered amongst the elite.
Yeah, it's helped him have the lead here in this game. They also talk about him in Longview, Texas, his hometown down there in the Lone Star State.
How about that? You know something? They always have runners coming out of the state of Texas, don't they?
Absolutely. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl.